Resistance slash First Order ships have been announced, and now the kit is here. And right out the gate, I'm going to give credit where credit is due. Capital Games here could have gouged us for everything we're worth and given us new characters with these ships, which I see, well, there's positive and negative to that, right? Because new characters are always fun. But when it's a new character for a ship, then to use the ship, you're going to have to farm up that character. And so basically for any free-to-play player, you're looking at not even being able to really functionally use the ship for quite some time. And they are giving us no new characters with these ships. Both ships are going to be piloted by existing crew. We have got First Order Officer, who's going to be piloting the TIE Echelon. If you have SOKR, you're good to go on that. Maybe you'll need to relic him up a little bit, but I think it's Relic 5 that you're going to have him at, or maybe it's Relic 3. I'm not remembering right now. And then Rose Tico and Resistance Trooper are going to be on that Resistance Bomber, and they've got some nods to Paige Tico in there, which may she rest in peace. So anyway, well, let's get right into this. We're going to talk a little bit about these ships. I'm actually pretty excited about them. They look really good. I mean, we'll start with the TIE Echelon here. Man, that's a beefy ship, and if anyone's been to Galaxy's Edge, you can see a life-size replica of the TIE Echelon right there when you first walk into Galaxy's Edge in both California and Florida. So here we go. Dark Side, First Order tank. The crew is First Order Officer. First Order tank that covers its allies by providing them with stealth, which we already knew it was going to have some kind of mechanic like that. And you can see it right there. Looks pretty good in battle, I think. So let's see here. First ability here, basic. Initiate the hunt. Final text. Deal physical damage to target enemy. If the enemy is hunted, inflict target lock for 2 turns, which can't be resisted. And then the target lock here, call all First Order allies with advantage to assist, and they gain advantage for 1 turn. With the DPS that you have there, especially I'm picturing Kylo Ren's, the TIE Slicer being in there. That sounds pretty good with that assist. Okay, special, the Galaxy's Edge. Ooh. All right, we've got a nod directly to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. That's awesome. And this is a cooldown of 4. And this is First Order Officer's ability. Final text. TIE Echelon gains 30% protection up for 2 turns. And all other First Order allies gain half this amount. So it's going to keep the team nice and beefy. Call all other First Order allies to assist, dealing 50% less damage. And they gain stealth for 2 turns. And you can see that there. Looks pretty good. Pretty generic animations, honestly. This ship looks pretty good on the field, though. Hardware. Vanguard of the First Order. Final text. Enter the battle. TIE Echelon gains 30% protection up for 2 turns. All other First Order allies gain stealth for 1 turn. Okay, so you're going to have to hit the Echelon. For the rest of the encounter, whenever First Order allies' stealth expires, gain taunt for 1 turn. Okay, wow. So it is going to really keep the fight right there on the TIE Echelon. You're going to have no option when they're stealthed, and then even when that stealth comes off, that taunt's going to pop over on the Echelon, keeping the focus right there. Okay, unique. Might of the First Order. At the start of each First Order ally's turn, TIE Echelon gains 2% defense, max health, and max protection, stacking for each stealthed First Order ally. Interesting. When a First Order ally lands a critical hit, TIE Echelon recovers 20% health and protection. Wow. If TIE Echelon is the only ally ship not stealthed, and there is at least one other ally stealthed, it can't be critically hit. And so it's going to mitigate those crits. When you're dishing out crits, it's going to recover 20% health and protection. It's going to be continually gaining defense, max health, and max protection throughout the battle for those stealth allies. And that is stacking. So basically the way they've designed this is it looks like it's for the most part just focusing that whole attack on the Echelon, making it very miserable to try to target anybody else, and then also keeping itself very, very healthy, and also avoiding those critical hits when, let's see, if the TIE Echelon is the only ally ship not stealthed, and there is at least one other ally stealthed, it can't be critically hit. So I think this looks pretty good, honestly. Pretty excited about that, and I think that looks to me like a ship that might be just kind of plug and play for those first order fleets. All right, let's look at the Star Fortress. This ship looks dope. I'm just going to be honest. This looks really dope. I'm excited about this, even though I don't even have my Radis at all. But anyway, for those of you who have the Radis, you know, be excited. Resistance Trooper Rose Tico are the crew again. Resilient resistance take that can take punishment and debilitate enemies. All right, basic. Gunners, look alive. Did Poe say that? You guys will have to correct me if I'm wrong. You know it's from my favorite Star Wars movie, right? Not really. I'm just triggering you guys. Basic ability. Gunners, look alive. Final text. If it's Star Fortress's turn, deal physical damage twice. Inflict target lock for 2 turns. If the target enemy has 5 stacks of the sweet spot, recover 15% protection. So we'll learn about what that is here in a second, I'm assuming. All right, special. Begin drop sequence. And look at this animation. You can see the bombs sliding down. I think that's pretty cool. I kind of want to see that in even slower motion. And this is Resistance Trooper's ability. Final text. Deal physical damage and dispel all buffs from target enemy. Remove 10% turn meter per stack of the sweet spot. Inflict evasion down for 2 turns, which can't be resisted. If the target enemy has 5 stacks of the sweet spot, place 3 concussion mines on them, which can't be evaded or resisted. And a concussion mine deals damage equal to 10% of the target enemy's max health and dazes the target for 2 turns when it explodes. Can't be dispelled. Okay, awesome. And then we got another special here, the Tico Sister Legacy. That's just emotional, damn it. For all you Tico fans out there. Final text, recover 50% health and gain taunt for 2 turns. Call all other resistance allies to assist, dealing 50% less damage. So that's very reminiscent of the Echelon's ability that we just read. If the enemy has 5 stacks of the sweet spot, resistance allies assist with no damage penalty. Ooh, that's nice. That's very nice. And then hardware here. All clear. Bring the bombs. Final text. Enter battle. Apply 2 stacks of the sweet spot to all enemies. Resistance allies gain tenacity up for 2 turns. So if you are able to assist with this tank, then you're going to have those 2 stacks right away. And then unique the sweet spot. Final text. At the start of the battle, if all allies are resistant, the Star Fortress is immune to critical hits for 1 turn. So both of these tanks are experiencing some crit hit immunity here. That's very nice. The Star Fortress gains taunt for 1 turn if an ally with deflector shield receives damage from an enemy. If the Star Fortress loses taunt, it gains taunt for 1 turn if it didn't already have taunt, and if another resistance ally has deflector shield. While the Star Fortress has taunt, it has 100% counter chance. Very nice. And that basic ability is a double tap only on their turn. So it'll be a single tap when it's an assist, okay? So just be aware of that. Whenever Star Fortress gains Foresight, the Star Fortress dispels it and gains critical hit immunity for 2 turns instead. Lots of critical hit immunity is being built into these kits, which I think is great. Whenever a resistance ally deals damage to an enemy, they apply a stack of the sweet spot, max 5 until the end of the encounter, or the Star Fortress is defeated. The sweet spot increased effects from abilities that utilize a sweet spot. So big differences between the Star Fortress and the Echelon. Mostly, I mean, they've got some similarities here. Both have that crit hit immunity. Both have a lot of options to gain taunt and are going to be effective tanks, it looks like. But we have a lot more utility with the Star Fortress that I'm really anxious to see what this is going to do for the viability of these fleets going forward. And you know what? Credit where credit is due. I'm actually really impressed that CG did not bring in new characters with this and kind of force that farm that way. Bravo. I really like that. For a lot of people, these are going to be kind of plug and play, wait until they can 7-star the ship or even get the ship at 3-4 stars and be able to hopefully use them to some degree of effectiveness, at least in Grand Arena. So let me know what you guys think about this down in the comments below. We will be live on Twitch here in about an hour or so. I'm going to eat lunch and then we'll be live probably less than an hour, and we can take your questions and talk a little bit more about it. So good job, CG. Like the kits, like what I'm seeing here. And as always, my brothers, don't forget,